What is up, everybody? This is AdRob, and in this video, I'm going to be naming off my top 5 Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies maps. Now, for this video, I thought about it, and I decided that I'm only going to be including the main maps from each DLC. So, maps like Town or Cell Block will not be included on the list, but I'll be giving my top 2 in the honorable mentions. Starting off the list, at number 5, we have Transit. Now, if you know how to count, you know that there are only 5 large maps in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. So, this map physically had to be on this top 5 list. I'm not just going to bash on it though, I will bring to light some of the more positive sides of this map, even though there aren't that many. First off, Treyarch was innovative and included the bus and introduced buildables on a large scale. It made the biggest map ever created and allowed the player to have more freedom than ever before. However, like I said, there are a lot of bad sides to this map, including the fog, the denizens, the fact that the bus is extremely inconvenient, the lack of good weapons, the mediocre characters, and so on. The list goes on and on. But I'll let you do that down in the comments section if you want to. Coming in at number 4, we have Buried. Now, Buried is the easiest map in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and is arguably one of the easiest in Zombies ever, including the bank, the Ray Gun Mark II, an extremely powerful wonder weapon, as well as one of the biggest mechanics Treyarch has ever introduced, Leroy. Now, Leroy allows you to do a lot of things with ease, including open up areas, find parts, and even nail the box down so it doesn't leave. Yes, this is innovative and extremely new. However, it takes the challenge out of Zombies and converts it to a completely arcade-style, fun-with-friends type deal. Now, if you like that kind of style of Zombies, I can understand that, and if you like Buried more than any other map, for that reason, that's okay. I completely understand a lot of people like that style of play. I'm just not one of those people. Coming in at number 3, we have Die Rise. Now, I can tell already this is going to be very controversial, that I put Die Rise ahead of Buried. However, ever since it was released, I have liked this map, and for a long time it was one of my favorite maps in Zombies ever. I thought it was really fun and innovative that you had the height factor going for you, as well as a wide open training area much like on Ascension. Also, the Sliquifier provides a very fun wonder weapon that you can build at level 1. However, the addition of the bank and weapons locker made this map a bit too easy, to be completely honest, and is now up there with Buried as one of the easiest ever in Zombies. This takes a lot of the fun out of it for me, as the early game of Die Rise was very challenging and very reminiscent of Verrucht, but now it's really not reminiscent of anything except for Transit. Not to say that the entire map was ruined, but for the first part of the game you're kind of just standing around with a weapon that's way too powerful for the round that you're on, and it's just not too enjoyable until you get past round 15 or so. At number 2, we have Mob of the Dead. Now, with Mob of the Dead, we have another great example of the innovation that Treyarch brought to the table when they made Black Ops 2. For the first time in any full Zombies map since Nacht der Untoten, we have no quick revive, which is phenomenal and completely out of the ordinary. Instead, it's gotten replaced by the Afterlife system, which has never been used before in Zombies, along with the all-new Hell's Redeemer and Golden Spork. There is just so much going on in this map, and the best part about it, debatably, is that it's completely isolated from the rest of the Zombies series. The zombies are controlled by someone completely different, the characters are never heard of in any other maps, and the whole map just has a phenomenal atmosphere, just separated from the Zombies universe as a whole. Overall, Mob of the Dead is just a solid map, and any huge Zombies fan will admit that this map is in their top list of maps. So before I give my number 1 pick of best map in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies, I'm going to give the honorable mentions to Cell Block, which hosts Grief Mode on Mob of the Dead, as well as Farm, which in my opinion is by far the best survival map. So taking the number 1 spot on this list, we have Origins. So the reason I picked Origins over Mob of the Dead is mainly because it is basically, in my mind, an improved version of Mob of the Dead. First off, we have a lot of custom zombie ideas put into the map. such as the challenges, the soul chests, as well as a brand new starting weapon. Plus, Treyarch gave us our old characters back, which to a lot of people meant quite a bit. They may not be the ones we all knew and loved from Black Ops 1 and World at War, but they're still our characters nonetheless, and they gave the people what they wanted. Also, it's built a lot like Mob of the Dead. It's a very difficult map with a lot of tools to keep you alive and make it a bit easier. I talked about this in another video, but basically they're structured very similarly, except in my mind, Origins brings more to the table and just hits a grand slam. Now, the choice between Origins and Mob of the Dead was a choice that I really never wanted to make. Both these maps go above and beyond anything else in Black Ops 2 and are by far the best two maps, and I have so much respect for Treyarch making both of them, even though they're both made by the campaign team. But basically, they're both way up there in my all-time list, to be completely honest. Even though I like Die Rise, I have to admit that these two maps are phenomenal and are definitely worthy of the top 2 spots. So that's my list of top 5 zombies maps from Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Do you guys agree? Disagree? Tell me down below in the comments section. If you liked this video, please hit that thumbs up button down below to show your support. And if you enjoy my videos and you have not yet done so, please consider subscribing. It would mean a lot. Till next time, I'm AdRob. Peace.